Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We will give it just a couple minutes for people to hop on and catch it live if they're going to. I hope your Wednesday is off to a great start. Today on Wedding Wednesday, we are going to be talking about 5 tips on how to rock your first dance. As you probably already know, the first dance is an important part of your wedding day. Of course, it's important for you guys as a couple because it is a special time for you to be up there together, dancing to a song that perhaps has personal significance. But your first dance is also a super important part of the day for your guests' experience. Why? Because when people see you up there having a good time, it does 2 things. First, it raises the energy level of your party. And secondly, it gives them the permission to get out there on the dance floor and have fun with you themselves, which is what we all want on our wedding day, right? We want to be out there on the dance floor, having a good time with all of the people we love. There's no better way to make that happen than to get your first dance completely dialed in. With that said, let's go ahead and dive into the first tip. Good morning, Desiree. Thanks for joining us. Tip number 1 is to select the right music. Now, you probably already have an idea of what you'd like to use for a first dance song. And usually you're going to choose something that has personal significance. Maybe it's a song that you heard on your first date, or it has some other sort of personal significance to you. But you're also going to want to consider the tempo. Chances are by now you guys have already been to either a nightclub or to some kind of event where there was dancing and music. And you know that certain types of music raise your energy level and certain types of music lower it. Obviously, you're going to want to pick something that raises the energy level and really gets people excited. So what do you do if your first song that you had in mind is a lovely, slow ballad? Well, in that case, you might want to consider putting together a medley of different songs. You could start with that first ballad and then gradually increase the tempo with a couple of other pieces of songs and work things out that way. Which leads me to point number 2, your choreography. Choreography is super important. Obviously, you want it to be streamlined and polished for your day of. And I, as a professional dancer, look at dancing as a conversation between you and the music. So you want to listen to the music and really kind of get a sense of the beat. So once you find the beat, you can start to move your feet first, just step close, naturally, and then work in some more complicated maneuvers. But you're saying, okay, what if I have no experience with dancing and no experience with choreography? And even if you do, point number 3 is to consider working with an instructor. Now, a lot of couples leave planning their first dance to the last possible minute, or sometimes not even at all, but you guys, it's so important. I can't stress this enough. So even if you're only able to dance with an instructor one time, I promise it will be worth every penny. Why? Because they're going to do a couple of different things. First of all, they can help you put together a simple routine, and they're going to help you practice and get polished and give you all the different tips that you need to make everything as dialed in as possible for your wedding day. Sounds great, right? Right. So once you get your choreography all worked out with your instructor, the next tip I want to share with you is to practice. And I know that it can be super hard to find the time. I totally get it. Even if you can just carve out a few 10-minute sessions at home in your living room, it will be worth it. First of all, because you guys are going to get everything polished and ready, and you're going to feel more confident when you're out there on the dance floor on your wedding day in front of everybody that you love and care about. And secondly, what a lot of couples find is it's a really wonderful way to connect. Dancing together is so much fun. A lot of people find that they didn't expect to have as much fun as they do, and for some it becomes a lifelong passion. It has for my husband and myself, and I hope it will for you guys as well. So lastly, tip number 5, which is, in my opinion, the most important tip of all, is have fun. No matter what happens, be silly, be free, dance as if no one's watching, even though you know everybody is. Pretend they're not. It's you and your husband, you and your wife, out there connecting on the floor, having a great time, celebrating this most auspicious day for the two of you. So there you have it, those 5 tips on how to rock your first dance. I hope you implement every single one of them, and I hope you find them helpful. If you have any other questions, or if you would like recommendations for someone to help you prepare a first dance, I know some really great instructors. I would love to pass on their contact info. So you can make a comment in the comment section below or shoot me an email. I'm always happy to help. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and bye for now.